Emily stood at the edge of the cliff, rain pouring down like a torrential cascade, and the thunder's roar echoed through the stormy night. Her camera hung around her neck, drenched but determined to capture the perfect shot of the abandoned lighthouse that stood before her, shrouded in an ominous mist. The lighthouse had been empty for decades, ever since a tragic shipwreck claimed the life of its keeper, a man named Jonah. Rumor had it that his ghost haunted the tower, warning passing ships away from the treacherous rocks. Despite the chilling stories, Emily couldn't resist the allure of such a haunted and mysterious place. As she stepped inside the lighthouse, she could feel the heavy weight of history in the air. The walls whispered tales of sorrow and loss, and the creaking of the floorboards sounded like distant cries. Emily's hands trembled as she discovered an old weathered journal on a dusty shelf. Inscribed on its cover were the words, "Jonah's Confession." Curiosity overpowering her fear, Emily opened the journal and began to read. The pages were filled with haunting accounts of Jonah's regret and guilt, describing the night the shipwreck occurred. He had been distracted, consumed by grief over the loss of his family in a terrible accident just days before. His negligence caused the ship to crash, claiming the lives of all aboard. The guilt and anguish in Jonah's words sent shivers down Emily's spine. Suddenly, a blinding flash of lightning illuminated the room, and in its brief glow she saw a faint apparition of a man at the top of the spiral staircase. Was it Jonah's ghost? Emily's heart raced and she stumbled backward. As the storm raged on outside, Emily became fixated on the journal, losing track of time. The lighthouse seemed to come alive with inexplicable sounds. A mournful cry echoed through the tower, and she realized it wasn't the storm, but a ghostly wail that chilled her to the bone. With every page she read, Emily felt a strange connection to Jonah, as if his pain had seeped into her soul. She couldn't escape the feeling that his restless spirit was reaching out to her, seeking solace, or perhaps something more sinister. In a sudden moment of realization, Emily understood that she was the vessel through which Jonah's spirit sought to escape its eternal torment. The curse of the lighthouse had latched onto her, and she was now bound to the tragic fate of its former keeper. Desperation filled her as she raced to find a way to break the connection, but the storm had intensified, and the lighthouse seemed to merge with the howling winds. Jonah's presence surrounded her, haunting her every move. As the night wore on, Emily knew she had to confront the vengeful spirit. With the journal clutched tightly in her hands, she climbed the staircase to the top of the lighthouse where Jonah's ghost awaited. Lightning crackled outside, revealing the spirit's anguished face. "I'm sorry," Emily whispered, tears mingling with the rain on her cheeks. "I can't undo the past, but I won't let you consume me." The ghostly figure seemed to waver, its torment momentarily easing. Emily's connection to Jonah grew stronger, and in a moment of courage she embraced his spirit, accepting the pain and guilt as her own. In a brilliant flash of light, the curse was broken and the storm outside subsided. Emily found herself alone in the lighthouse, released from the grip of the vengeful spirit. But she knew that a part of Jonah's essence would forever be a part of her. As she left the lighthouse, Emily glanced back one last time, knowing that she had faced true terror that night, and she had emerged changed. The abandoned lighthouse would continue to stand, a testament to the haunting power of the past,